So I'm doing the rear brakes on this Nissan Murano. If you were just doing the brake pads, you'd be able to take this top one out right here. I'm going to do the rotor and all, probably the brake caliper too. But if you're doing just the pads, you can remove this one here. You can flip it down. See the damage on this caliper? That's from them running it down so far metal to metal, it ate it up. But I'll still show you. You can flip it down there. This one's getting a brake caliper, brake pads, and a rotor. So we would take this off here. Use the 3/4 to break this bolt loose here. Hopefully y'all can see it. It's right here. And that's got a bolt and a washer. It's a 3/4 inch or 19 millimeter. There's another one there on the bottom. And get that one loose. Sometimes they can be pretty tight. Fortunately, these aren't. Hey, look, they went that other brake pad that. Once we get this off, we can slide that right out of there. This bracket's still good. This caliper's bad, and this rotor is terrible. You see how thin it is? It's from riding around with bad brakes for way longer than they should have. So now, pull the drum off, the rotor off. It's here. These are the emergency brake pads, and they still look pretty good on this. But we're gonna need a new rotor. Alright, so the new rotor comes as a complete unit. I mean, new caliper comes as a complete unit, just like this. Okay, so let's get that out of there. So this was going to go right where that old one was. We're going to use a new bolt and the copper seals. This bolt's going to come out of the line. That copper seal needs to come off. There we go. So the copper seal goes one on this side on the bolt, put it through, put one on this side. Then you put the brake line back on. There's a hole right here that this bend lines up to, so it needs to go just like that. And then go ahead and tighten that bolt down. The banjo bolt is what that's called. Alright. This is a 12 millimeter. You're gonna get it tight. Got the new rotor here. It's got to go on before the caliper bracket. And just get it open here. Rotor goes on, and this bracket goes over the rotor like so. You're going to line line it up behind those. You're going to get your bolt with your washer. Just go through here and screw down into that bracket. Just like that. Same thing on the bottom. Bolt and washer. And it goes through that bottom hole that you took out. You might have to wiggle this around just to get it in the hole. And they're 3/4. So tighten them down. They gotta go pretty tight. Alright, now that those are tight, we're gonna loosen off that top. This top one here, it was a 14mm. You're gonna take it on out of there. Since this is a new caliper, these pins are already greased. If it's an old caliper, you'd wanna pull these pins out and grease them. They come out like this. The grease is gonna go there. This one's already fully greased there. You can see the grease in it. I'm gonna add that to that pin, so I know it's on the pin and not just on the outside, because that looked like it wasn't greased very good. I'm gonna get the new brake pad here. New brake pads. Here's the new brake pads. You're gonna have one with this thing here. It's gonna go. Oh, that's the wrong set. Let me get the other set. See, it says inner left. No, it was that set. My bad. It says inner right hand side. We're on the back passenger. So these are the brake pad guides. They go in just like this. They need to get pushed down onto there. Same thing on the top. It goes over and it gets pushed under there. Should fit just right, like so. Okay, and you're gonna get your brake pads. This one says inner right hand. We're on the back passenger side right now, so this part goes up and goes in the back on that guide, just like that. This is the outer, goes on this guide just like so. You flip this back up, put this pin back in. Gotta catch that trash in a minute that just blew away. Get this pin tightened all the way in. Now I gotta bleed the brakes. Before you bleed the brakes, you need to make sure this master cylinder reservoir is full. I'm talking. You're gonna have your assistant pump the brake 3 times. Keep pumping them until they get harder. Alright, now hold them down. He's gonna hold them down. You're gonna come down here and you're gonna take this cap off here. This is an 8mm. You're gonna loosen up. Alright, go ahead and pump them. Pump them up. Alright, hold them down. See all that air that came out? Pump them up. Hold them down. Pump them up. Hold them down. We're going to do it till we don't get no more air. Pump them up. Hold them down. Pump them up. Hold them down. See, still some air. Pump them up. Hold them down. Pump them up. Hold them down. Pump them up. Hold them down. Alright, that's it for the air. Pump them up. They feel hard? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, son.
No problem. Anything else?
No, that's it. Right. If you want to look in the bottom drawer in there where the rags are, can you bring me one of them white rags?
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm gonna wipe all this brake fluid off of everything so it doesn't eat away the paint on anything. I'll wash it off with the water hose when I'm finished with the car. Yeah, that's how you do the brake, rotor, pads, and caliper on a 2016 Nissan Murano.